Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sam's Memorial Stadium here in Brownsville, Texas, as our second matchup of our doubleheader is about to go underway.
UIL Class 5A soccer area match.
So we'll turn it over to the P announcer for the pregame activities.
I'd like to remind all participants, coaches, officials, and spectators that this contest is an extension of the classroom and that good sportsmanship is expected at all times. Today's match features Rivera Raiders serving as the home team and the La Joya Palmview Lobos serving as the visiting team. We will be announcing the teams shortly. Both coaches have agreed for the officiating from Tasso coming from the Austin chapter. Our referee tonight is Pedro Plasic, assistant referee Roberto Lopez Martinez, and assistant referee Arturo Mendoza.
And as they get set for the national anthem and the announcing of the rosters, the winner of this matchup will be taking on Leander Glenn as they pull a 2-1 victory over San Antonio Southwest. That game just finished about 5 to 10 minutes ago, as some people that have been posting on social media are calling it an upset, as San Antonio Southwest was more than likely the team that was expected to win, but it will be Leander Glenn. So the winning team between La Joya and Brownsville Rivera will take on Leander Glenn. And the Raiders of Brownsville Rivera will be wearing the all-black jerseys with the white sleeves, and La Joya Palmview will be in the all-white jerseys. So the Raiders will be huddling up for their pregame prayer. As they get set for a kickoff in just a few minutes. Lots of fans are still in the stadium following the first matchup of the girls' game between Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial and Brownsville Rivera. Of course, the Lady Eagles came away with a 1-0 victory not too long ago. We had the opportunity to live stream that game. And then, of course, in just a few minutes, we'll have this one underway.
Sportsmanship at all times. Please remember that positive cheering, respect for officials, and support for all participants help create a safe and enjoyable environment for everyone. Unsportsmanlike behavior, including negative comments toward players, coaches, officials, or other fans, will not be tolerated. Thank you for helping us uphold the very best traditions of Texas high school athletics. Let's honor the game, represent our schools with class, and show what it means to compete mentally.
And it looks like they will forego the pregame activities, and they'll just try to get this game underway to reserve some time. As we get set for this game, sponsored by Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2 here in Brownsville, Texas. They're known for their warm, welcoming atmosphere and incredible homemade Mexican breakfast. It's more than just a meal. It's a place where community comes together. And with that being said, the game is now underway for the boys as Brownsville Rivera looks to come away with a victory tonight here at home. Meanwhile, La Joya Palmview are looking to upset the Raiders here in their hometown. And that's number 7, Daniel Vera, who makes a pass there inside the middle. Shot opportunity early by 17, Esteban Briones. Fails to connect, and the Raiders will line up for a goal kick. Other games around the Rio Grande Valley for the soccer playoffs. The girls matchup between Brownsville Veterans Memorial. They took on New Braunfels Canyon, and they won 2-1 in overtime, so they'll be advancing to the regional semifinals. They'll be taking on Vandegrift or San Antonio Clark. Meanwhile, La Jolla is on the move here on the near side. Get a pass in the box, but disrupted by the Raiders. And Rivera moving quickly here, and a disruption by the Lobos. Puts La Jolla in contention to set up for a shot. Good disruption there by the Raiders. 17, Ruben Matambu will pass it in the middle, finds number 7, Jorge Castro, one of the captains for the Raiders. Matambu goes to the near side. Try to go back to him, but La Jolla gets a good step in there by number 4, Joel Martinez. Raiders now back with possession. They'll go inside the middle there. They'll connect with Damian Gracia as he sends it to the back end. The Raiders of Brownsville Rivera were the runner-ups in District 32-5A behind Brownsville Porter, led by Ciso Aguillon, who I had an opportunity of saying hi to, who's in attendance here tonight at the stadium in support of Brownsville Rivera. And that ball goes out of bounds, so the Raiders will get a throw in. Of course, third place in 32-5A, Brownsville Lopez, currently playing right now at Corpus Christi, and then the fourth place team, Harlingen South, in the district standings. Palmview now on the move, 17. Esteban Briones again goes down the middle, or to the bottom here to Olmeda. Olmeda gets the pass disrupted by Rivera, and that's going to go behind Ruben Matambu, as that ball is going to be played out of bounds. Official signals La Jolla ball. An RSO end game that was covered. Final score, Flower Bluff is going to defeat McAllen Rowe 4-2, and they'll advance to the regional semifinals. As that ball bounces in the middle there. Palmview still with possession here, with Olmeda with the ball. Now goes to the bottom, finds number 10, Hector Gracia. Or Garcia, my apologies. That's Hector Garcia now with the ball. Elects to keep it on the ground. Good disruption there by Rivera, number 7. Jorge Castro with the stop. Rivera trying to go to the near side. Let's see if the speed is enough. No, it's not. And La Jolla able to come away with the ball there. Olmeda again with the ball, lobs it up forward. Easy pickup there by the Rivera defender. Good touch there by La Jolla, keeping it on the ground. That's number 9, Montalvo, who goes back. Finds Garcia. Garcia gets blocked. The Lobos taking their time with the ball, not forcing the ball up ahead too early. That gives the Lobos a chance to set up here on the edge as they try to make their way in the box. Rivera makes a good defensive stop, and they kick it away. La Jolla Palmview able to kick it up. Nobody in sight. Looks like Rivera's going to get a touch on it. Now double teamed by a pack of Lobos. They'll come away with the possession. And Castro makes a good touch on the ball. Rivera now stays on the near side. Keeps it on the near side. And that's going to be last touch by Rivera. And it will be La Jolla Palmview's ball. It'll be number 16 for La Jolla, Leonardo Olmeda on the throw-in. And the ball's going to be kicked up in the air, up high, as Daniel Vera for La Jolla tries to make a move there on the edge. Palmview still in control of the ball. Now they pass it back in the middle. Now forcing it inside, back out. They go to the far side. Palmview passes it deep in the box. And a soft touch there is going to give the goalkeeper a chance to pick it up for Brownsville Rivera. And that ball sails up really far for the Raiders, and they'll keep possession here on the near side. And a good pass around gives the Raiders a chance to set it up, and the offsides flag will come up. Raider fans in disbelief. They don't like the call there, but Palmview will be able to get a free kick now coming up. And Palmview is going to go on the far side, trying to move the ball up in the middle. That's going to be number 11, Julian Barbosa. Ball rolls out of bounds. It will be Brownsville Rivera's throw-in coming up. Out of bounds again. Palmview now gets the throw-in coming up. Coach Garcia trying to get a substitution in. Looks like he has number 9, Joaquin Longoria, getting set to sub in for the Raiders. As Palmview now trying to keep control possession here as they get double teamed by Raiders. And that'll stay Palmview ball. That's number 7 again, Daniel Vera with the ball. And the ball is going to sail way up high. Shot attempt by number 9, Fabian Montalvo. Won't connect. And Brownsville Rivera lining up for a free kick or a goal kick. Raiders now kicking this one away, up high in the air. Sails really far. But Palmview gets a header there and now has possession. Rivera trying to go for the double team. Palmview gets rid of it just in time. And now they'll go to the near side. Finds number 16, Leonardo Olmeda. Olmeda goes back to Vera. And Vera tries to go more up ahead. And Rivera able to get a step on it. Now goes back to Vera. Raiders now with possession. Going to kick this one away. Palmview gets a chest bump on it. Back with control. Palmview goes around as the Raiders dive for the ball there. Palmview still in control near the box. And the Raiders now kick it away and able to get it out of the box. Raiders now in control. That's number 3, I believe, for the Raiders. Jose Cardenas. As Palmview able to steal the ball back with control. And it's been mostly Palmview with possession here in these first 9 minutes of the first half. As the Raiders now trying to get a bit more comfortable with the ball. That's going to be number 15, Damian Gracia, who kicks it away. Keeps it in for the Raiders. Raiders now go on the far side. Here's the pass up ahead. And flag is still down. Shot opportunity goes in. No, too far to the left. And that'll stay in for La Joya Palmview to keep it in play. And a pickup by the goalkeeper. And nobody inside here on the near side. Goalkeeper for Palmview, number 13, Rosbo Reboloso. And now Palmview has a chance to strike here. And they'll miss the center shot there, the center pass there. And it will be a goal kick for the Raiders coming up. Brownsville Rivera now sends this one away. And Palmview is still going to be with possession here. Now it's going to go out of bounds. The injured player now comes back up. They'll resume play. Palmview still moving the ball up. And a good disruption there by Rivera. And Palmview gets a header there. Back and forth the possession goes, and Rivera kicks it too strong. And far up ahead, now Palmview gets a throw-in coming up. That's going to be Olmeda with the throw-in. Pass is going to be made in the box, nobody in sight. Now they'll go towards the far side. Shot attempt from a distance, too high. And Brownsville Rivera gets a goal kick coming up. Again, we want to take this opportunity to thank Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2 for sponsoring tonight's game. Located right here in Brownsville, they're known for their warm, welcoming atmosphere and incredible homemade Mexican breakfast. It's more than just a meal, it's a place where community comes together. As the Raiders now kick it up from the goal kick. Palmview is just able to come away with possessions here from these goal kicks majority of the time, and a missed pass there on the far side. It gives Raiders a chance to throw it in. They'll keep it on the far side. Palmview able to step up there. And now Rivera's defender kicks it out of bounds and away from their side of the field. And Palmview still with possession there. Now moves the ball on the edge, trying to go for a center pass. There's the header, no. And a dive by the goalkeeper, made by Rivera. And now they kick this one really high. Rivera has a chance here as they try to move the ball up here. Goes for a shot attempt too high. Jose Cardenas, the intended shooter for the Raiders. And it will be Palmview now lining up for the goal kick. And Palmview elects to pass it short to the far side. They'll keep it on the edge there. Palmview now getting some passes through there. The Raiders able to disrupt the passing lane. Palmview kicks it far into the stands. Raiders will get a throw in. Raiders have the speed here and the edge. Have a chance here. Mismatch 3-on-2. Last touch by Palmview. Now they kick it away. Out of bounds it will go, and the Raiders get a throw in coming up. They'll throw this one in. Palmview, good job with the disruption there. Gets it deflected. Now they'll just keep it on the ground and look to extend it towards the near side. Good step around by number 16, Leonardo Olmeda. As Palmview now moving the ball quickly here with the possession. Rivera with a good job there, stepping up to the passing lane. Collision is made, and they're actually going to call an offsides here against Brownsville Rivera. So Palmview will get a free kick coming up. Palmview is led by head coach Juan Hernandez as he looks to come away with an area victory here in Brownsville. As Palmview sends a long pass there. Second chance shot blocked by Rivera. And the Raiders come away with possession. They'll just kick this one far. And Palmview strategically just kicks it in the opposite direction. Raiders trying to get some passes through. That's going to go too far ahead. And that'll be enough for Palmview to have control. Palmview now going towards the middle of the field here. Number 11, Barbosa, sends this one off. Now connects with number 9, Fabian Montalvo. Montalvo trying to find Vera, gets blocked by Rivera. Now they're going to go to the far side and attack from that end. Good pass inside the middle. Flag is still down. Shot attempt for Palmview. There it is. Goal! Palmview, the first team to strike here tonight at Sam Stadium. And it will be the Lobos to get themselves on the board first here tonight. As we take a look at that replay, just steps up and with enough touch there. And I believe that was number 7, Daniel Vera, who connects there for the goal. And we'll get confirmation on that in just a bit. But the Lobos now take the 1-0 lead over Brownsville Rivera. And a throw in now coming up for Palmview. And Palmview still showing the aggression with the ball there as the Raiders gonna let this one roll out. Now they make a touch on it. And now they can kick it away. Now it's number 7 for Rivera. Castro who'll pass it down the middle. Trying to extend it here on the near side. And La Joya Palmview able to kick this one away. Rivera will get a throw in coming up. Raiders are going to try to move this ball around here. And it is going to be number 7 for La Joya, Daniel Vera, who gets the goal for La Joya Palmview. Number 11, Juliana Barbosa with the ball, keeping it on the far side for the Lobos. Ball is going to sail in the box. They'll just let it roll out for the goalkeeper to receive it. And now he looks to throw this one away. And with plenty of room in front of him, let's see if he tends to keep it or passes it. He will pass it. Now they find the near side here, number 12, Christopher Dominguez. He'll kick this one far with no one in sight, and an easy pickup here for La Joya. And Rosbel Reboloso will take his time with the ball. And now he'll just pick it up. Now he kicks this one away. Palmview doing a really good job here in the first half with the ball, majority of the possession in their favor, as the Raiders had a few fast break opportunities, have not been able to capitalize as they get one here. Flag is still down. Raiders with a pass, goes a bit behind. It's gonna force them to set up again. And with no help there, now it's gonna go out of bounds, and a goal kick now coming up for Palmview. Now they'll go to the near side for Palmview. That's number 16, Olameda again, who kicks this one away. That's going to be number 9, Fabian Montalvo with the ball, passes it back. And the Raiders come away with the ball there following the interruption of the pass there. Now the Raiders on the move, get to the near side, good feed off there. Finds a number 13 for the Raiders. Longoria still moving. Palmview gets a slide. Raiders had a chance there, and they go too far to the left. That was number 20, Isai Colunga. And we want to take this time to shout out the Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2. Proudly serving or supporting local soccer tonight, known for their fresh tortillas, generous portions, and unbeatable prices. They've been keeping Brownsville fueled for over 40 years. Next time you're craving a real home-style breakfast, you know where to go. And Palmview knows where to go here on the near or the far side as they continue to move the ball up and try to create another opportunity to score. Now they keep it on the far side. There's a pass in the middle, goes too far, and out of bounds it will go. Brownsville Rivera now with a goal kick. And Rivera electing their defender to kick this one away. Handball is going to be called there. No, they're actually going to let this one play. And the Raiders on the move there on the far side. That's going to be a trip. No foul there. And they're going to let this one play on. No foul called. Would have been a potential penalty kick had the official blown the whistle there. As we take a look at that replay there on the right side of your screen, first the handball doesn't get called, which is actually not too bad to let this one go and let it play on. And then the trip there, or the fall, I'll let you decide. As Palmview able to kick this one away in time. The Lobos still with possession here. That's going to be Esteban Briones for Palmview. Passing it to the near side. It's going to go too far and out of bounds. Rivera again with a goal kick coming up. And now substitution will come into play for Rivera and head coach Salvador Garcia. He'll check in number 11, Mateo Carrillo. And it looks like he's going to take out number 2, Diego Martinez. Correction, number 3, Jose Cardenas. And now Brownsville Rivera will go for the goal kick. Headed away by Palmview. Rivera comes down with it, goes straight to number 17 for Palmview, Briones. And a header there. Keeps the ball up in the air. Header there by Palmview. Nearly gets it in on the ricochet, and Rivera able to come away with a steal. Would have been a disastrous moment for Rivera, but able to get a hold on it with just enough grip. The Lobos now going to the near side. A good steal there by the Raiders. Now Rivera's on the move as they send this one far out. Out of bounds, that will go. And now throwing coming up for Brownsville Rivera. That's going to be a foul against the Lobos, and the Raiders will get a free kick coming up. And the Raiders will go for about a 50 to 55-yard distance here on the free kick. More than likely, they're going to try to pass this one in the box. Instead, they're going to keep it on the ground. Now they'll get a little bit of room. Has a chance here, chest bump, and Palmview kicks it away. And the Lobos send it off. And a good step up there for La Joya. Mismatch, long distance shot attempt goes too far to the right. Number 9, Fabian Montalvo, the intended shooter for the Palmview. And the Raiders are going to be dropping back here for the goal kick. Nobody makes contact on the first bounce. Raiders now come away with it, as they get met up heavily with pressure by a pair of Lobos. Out of bounds it will go. There by Rivera keeps them in possession here on Palmview territory. Raiders with a good pass in the box, has a chance to set it up for a score. Still in play. And Palmview able to kick it away. And a good pass there by the Lobos. And a good sliding tackle there by Rivera. Castro with the ball. Gets it taken away briefly there. Now comes back to Rivera. Colunga decides to go back. And now they'll find number 7, Castro. And that's going to be a foul against La Joya Palmview. So the Raiders will get a free kick coming up again. Now Brownsville Rivera has another chance to line up for a free kick. They'll like to go quick and to the near side. Castro with the fake step is going to give plenty of room for himself as he's passing it towards the box. Stutter step by the Raiders, not fooled. And number 11 from Palmview, able to come away with the steal. Now the Raiders back in control. Gets the bounce off to himself. And that will be last touch by Palmview, I believe. Let's see what the official signals here. And they will signal a corner kick coming up for Brownsville Rivera. And it'll be the Raiders' first corner kick of tonight's matchup. And it will be number 7, Jorge Castro, lining up for the corner kick for Rivera. And Rivera only with 3 players in the box. La Joya Palmview has about 6 in the box. So twice the amount than Rivera. And that ball is going to go too far. And the header is going to go out of bounds. Palmview gets a chance for a goal kick. And now substitution for La Joya Palmview. We want to shout out Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2, supporting local soccer tonight. Known for their fresh tortillas, generous portions, and unbeatable prices, they've been keeping Brownsville fueled for over 40 years. Next time you're craving a real home-style breakfast, you know where to go. As Palmview Lobos continuing their pressure of dominance on or with possession as they move the ball closer to the goal. They're going to go around a couple of defenders, ricochets off of Palmview. Rivera will get a goal kick. And of course, we want to thank everybody who's tuning into tonight's matchup, where we may be watching from YouTube, Facebook, X, the RSO, and app, the RSO, and website, or any of our other social media platforms. We have this game available to you. Feel free to like and share with family and friends on this great matchup here tonight. Palmview gets a header. That's going to go out of bounds. Raiders will get a throw in. Raiders ball does go out of bounds just before they get the touch on there. So Palmview will get the throw in coming up. Palmview Lobos keeping it on their end of the bench as the Raiders now get a touch on it. Now they'll lob this one high up for Castro. Shows off the speed a little bit. Gets tripped up. Second chance here, blocked. Thought that one was a handball. It would not be called. Palmview, great defense here nonetheless. And a good move from around there. Officials letting this one play on. And now a player from each team is going to be down with some injuries. As Rivera trying to put pressure here on the quick move. Castro now with possession here. Raider fans trying to bring up some momentum. Ball goes back to Castro. Castro turns back around, takes it up himself. He's going to find himself down here for Dominguez. Dominguez gets beat by Palmview. That was number 16, Olmeda, and it will be Palmview's ball. And he's actually going to pass it back to the goalkeeper. And he'll sail this one high towards the middle of the field here. Now foul is going to be called against Palmview. Rivera will get a free kick coming up. they're going to move quick here. Finds number 15, Damian Gracia. Castro to Gracia. Gracia trying to go inside. Quickly stopped by Palmview. Palmview now on the move here on the near side. Finds number 9, Montalvo. Now they're going to pass it far into the box, and it's going to go too far. Goes in the opposite direction. And the Raiders come away with possession. And the Raiders now showing off the speed. Palmview gets the touch there. As Castro confronts the official there why that wasn't a foul. Palmview is still playing this game here on the far side. Double team by Rivera. Now the Raiders come away with it. Castro going towards the middle. Finds 15, Gracia. Gracia going further down on the near side. Finds number 12, Dominguez. Dominguez connects with 11, Carrillo. Now back to Dominguez. For Carrillo, goes up forward. Offside flag comes up. But Palmview sends it out of bounds. And there's the offside signal by the official. So Palmview gets the free kick coming up. And it looks like it might be the goalkeeper who will kick this one. And actually, official stops the clock, which means the injured player will have to come off with the stoppage of time here. And it looks like it was number 11 for Rivera, Mateo Carrillo. He'll have to be subbed out. And they'll make another substitution as well. They'll bring in number 3, Jose Cardenas, back in, along with 17, Ruben Matambu. And now they'll resume play. And it will be Reboloso with the free kick for Rivera. Goalkeeper not in set position here in the box. Now moved quickly back following the free kick there. Palmview with some life here with possession. Still has the ball here as they get in the box. Now I'd like to go back. Raiders step up from behind. Ball now soars up in the air. And now the Raiders from behind kick it up high. And number 4 from Palmview will be forced to kick those one out of bounds. Joel Martinez. That will give Raiders the throw in, and they'll waste no time again. And Palmview still moving the ball up towards the box. That's number 7. Finds a man inside the middle. Trying to go around. Shot attempt. Block. Second chance. That's going to connect. Goal! And the offsides flag comes up. So no goal. Offsides for Palmview. That's not going to connect. As we take a look at the replay here. Palmview makes the pass there, and I think the offsides goes right there before they put it in there. If I'm not mistaken, so Rivera gets another chance here. Palmview now trying to move the ball up, makes a shortcut in the middle, open lane, too high. And if it were full ball, of course, that kick is up and no good. So the Raiders now with a goal kick coming up with 6.5 remaining here in the first half. And another substitution for coach Salvador Garcia. He'll bring back number 5, Marco Gracia. And he'll send number 17, Ruben Matambu, to the bench. Raiders getting set for the goal kick, along with the substitution from Palmview. Now they'll kick this one up and away. Raiders in control here on the far side. Now they'll lob it up there towards the middle. Raiders trying to come around here. Palmview up strong, kicks it away. Raiders able to disrupt it there. Now comes back with possession. Now they'll pass it in the middle for Castro. Castro trying to feed it off up ahead, but Castro wants it for himself. Now he goes to the far side. Castro passes it towards the middle there. And he'll get tripped up, quickly back up. That's Cardenas. And Cardenas will come back with the ball, kicks it towards the far side. And they'll try to create separation here for the one-on-one. Good pass there back. And Palmview able to get a step on it and gets rid of it. But quickly goes back to the Raiders. And ball's going to be ricocheted off the leg of the Palmview player there. And the Raiders make a move on the near side. That's number 12, Dominguez, with control. Short pass gives Castro 3-on-1. Gets tripped up, official letting it play on. Rivera kicks that one away. And now a stoppage of time here from the official, and it's going to be a yellow card coming up. Looks like it's going to go against Palmview. And I think the foul's for tripping. That's number 9, Fabian Montalvo for the Lobos. He'll have to be subbed out for the penalty. And with just the clock, we were a bit ahead. And now Palmview will be forced to sub him out. More than likely, they'll keep him out to the end of the first half. But Palmview will get a throw-in coming up. And now we'll resume play here. And now will be Rivera's throw-in coming up. Raiders now kick this one up high. Palmview in control. Raiders, good disruption there of the pass. And they'll keep it to themselves. Now they'll go deep. Flag still down, but it's going to sail too far up ahead. That's going to give Reboloso a chance to pick this one up and get rid of it away. Palmview back in control here. Get a pass inside the middle. Good disruption there by the Raiders. Ball sails to the middle of the field there. Lobos back with the ball now on the near side. It's going to be number 16, Olmeda, again with control. And a good touch there from number 6, Martinez, as Rivera sends it away back to possession for the Lobos. Now to number 10, Garcia. He'll pass it back to Olmeda. Raiders leaving it on the ground there, not touching it, trying to make sure they can get full control there. Now foul will be called against La Joya Palmview. Raiders dropping back here, trying to find an open player here, as they'll swing the ball around now to the far side. 2:43 and ticking. Ball sails in the middle, nearly gets past the La Joya defender. Would have been an open lane for the Raiders. And a missed touch there by Rivera. Will be forced to kick this one out of bounds and give Palmview a chance to throw this one in. Coming up at halftime, we'll have the first half highlights for you, along with Vera's goal that was scored for Palmview Lobos. And then, of course, we'll have a little bit of a conversation about what both teams can do in the second half to come away with a victory or extend this into extra time. All that and more in the RSON, presented by Brownsville Coffee Shop #2. Raiders trying to get on the move there, gets tripped up. A second trip up. Official says play on. And the Raiders now go to the far side. And it's been pressure from both sides all game, and that's something that I really like to see in these matchups, especially as crucial as an area playoff round in the Rio Grande Valley between these two teams. As the Raiders now trying to make a move here, going towards the middle, takes it upon himself. Still possession for the Raiders, a good pass there. Goes for a shot attempt too far high. Had Castro on the near side. Would have been able to create something himself had he found Castro. And now Palmview with a minute 20 and ticking will more than likely try to run this one out to take this into halftime. And he'll find number 16, Olmeda, who's kind of been anchoring this defense for Palmview so far tonight. As Olmeda kicks this one far and out of bounds, Raiders will get the throw in. Now Palmview on the move here. Raiders able to get a touch on it. No. Has a chance here. Passes to Vera. And that's actually going to go out of bounds. So goal kick for the Raiders, 40 seconds. Let's see if they can move urgently and get one more setup opportunity to score. And this one's going to sail far. Pass to the far side. And no foul will be called there on the tackle. Out of bounds it will go. And it's a goal kick for Palmview. So with 13 seconds, they'll probably let this one just run down. And we'll just about do it here in the first half. So Palmview from La Joya up 1-0 against the hosts, the Raiders of Brownsville, Rivera. So we'll go to commercial break. When we return, we'll have the first half highlights for you and more. Stick with us here in the RSON, sponsored by Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
Kenny Perez came from a small town in Texas. At Kenny Perez Law, we won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what. Call Kenny Perez Injury Lawyers today, 956-999-1111.
This is the island where even the grown-ups forget what day it is. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
And we are back on the RSON here at Sam's Memorial Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. And tonight's matchup is proudly brought to you by Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2. A true Brownsville staple serving the community for over 40 years. If you're looking for authentic, home-cooked Mexican breakfast made fresh every day, this is the spot. As both teams are currently in halftime with about 8 minutes remaining, it's really been a lot of close, competitive battles for the ball throughout the majority of the first half. Of course, Palmview were able to come away a few times and able to get a score through by number 7. For the Lobos, Daniel Vera, my apologies. And the only goal from the first half in this matchup, essentially, as the Raiders had a few fast break opportunities, not able to capitalize. Either they just missed that extra pass opportunity or were just not able to connect as the ball sailed far away from their target. Meanwhile, we have the first half highlights for you. Here they are. And then we'll talk a little bit about what both teams can do in the second half. Here are your first half highlights. And that ball sails up really far for the Raiders, and they'll keep possession here on the near side. And a good pass around gives the Raiders a chance to set it up, and the offsides flag will come up. That's number 7 again, Daniel Rivera with the ball. And the ball is going to sail way up high. Shot attempt by number 9, Fabian Montalvo. Won't connect. Keeps it in for the Raiders. Raiders now go on the far side. Here's the pass up ahead. And flag is still down. Shot opportunity goes in. No, too far to the left. And that'll stay in for La Joya Palmview to keep it in play. Palmview number 13, Rosbo Reboloso. And now Palmview has a chance to strike here. And they'll miss the center shot there, the center pass there. And it will be a goal kick for the Raiders coming up. Pass is going to be made in the box, nobody in sight. Now they'll go towards the far side. Shot attempt from a distance, too high. And Brownsville Rivera gets a goal kick coming. And Palmview still with possession there. Now moves the ball on the edge, trying to go for a center pass. There's the header, no. And a dive by the goalkeeper, made by Rivera. Inside the middle, flag is still down. Shot attempt for Palmview, there it is. Goal! Palmview, the first team to strike here tonight at Sam's Stadium. Handball's going to be called there. No, they're actually going to let this one play. And the Raiders on the move there on the far side. That's going to be a trip. No foul there. And they're going to let this one play on. That comes down with it. Goes straight to number 17 for Palmview, Briones. And a header there. Keeps the ball up in the air. Header there by Palmview. Nearly gets it in on the ricochet. And Rivera able to come away with a steal. And the Lobos send it off. And a good step up there for La Joya. Mismatch, long distance shot attempt goes too far to the right. Number 9, Fabian Montalvo, the intended shooter for the Palmview. Towards the box, that's number 7. Finds a man inside the middle. Trying to go around, shot attempt. Block, second chance. That's gonna connect. Goal! And the offsides flag comes up, so no goal. Teams, as the Raiders now trying to make a move here, going towards the middle, takes it upon himself. Still possession for the Raiders, a good pass there. Goes for a shot attempt too far high. Had Castro on the near side. Would have been able to create something himself had he found Castro. And that ball sails up really far for the Raiders, and they'll keep possession here on the near side. And a good pass around gives the Raiders a chance to set it up, and the offsides flag will come up. That's number 7 again, Daniel Rivera with the ball. And those were your first half highlights from tonight's matchups. Of course, we had numerous other games being covered by the RSLN network. Of course, the first game was the boys soccer playoffs between Flower Bluff and McAllen. Nicky Rowe, Flower Bluff comes away with a 4-2 victory. And then girls 4A soccer area playoffs. Cal Allen, Rio Hondo. Cal Allen with a huge monumental victory over the Bobcats. The Lady Cats will move on to the regional semifinals. And then, of course, earlier tonight we had the matchup between the Lady Raiders of Brownsville Rivera and the Lady Eagles of Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial. And the Lady Eagles will come away with the 1-0 victory there. And then we had the area matchup between McAllen Memorial and Gregory Portland. The Lady Mustangs will come out victorious tonight. And I believe the score for that one was 5-0. 5-1, correction. The current score at halftime for boys 4A area playoffs. Valley View currently up 1-0 against Progreso. And then currently live right now, Mac High currently leading Flower Bluff 2-1 as the second half now goes underway. And then, of course, here at Sam's Memorial Stadium, the Palmview Lobos up 1-0 against the Raiders. So under 2 minutes, we'll step aside briefly. And one more score I got, and it's the Greyhounds of San Benito. They're going to have a 1-0 victory against Corpus Christi, or against Buda Johnson, correction. And it will be the Greyhounds that move on to the regional semis, boys 6A area playoffs. Division 1, if I'm not mistaken. So now we'll step aside briefly. We'll return shortly with the second half. Stay with us here on the RSLN.
I want to be a doctor.
I want to play professional soccer.
I want to play at Carnegie Hall.
At Brownsville ISD, dreams take shape with nationally recognized academic programs, championship athletics, and distinguished fine arts. Success isn't just a goal, it's our tradition. The best choice for your child's journey is Brownsville ISD.
Rev up your future with Texas Southmost College's Auto Body Repair Program. In just 2 semesters, you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry-standard iCar Academy to get you job-ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's Auto Body Repair Program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today.
I'll do anything for my clients.
Would you pick up our kids from school?
Yeah, I could do that.
Hurt in a car crash? Call the Law Channel.
Time to take a new look, maybe your first look at Buick. If smart, hip, and affordable is for you, Buick's your brand. For you, Buick, Brownsville, Texas.
And we're back on the RSLN here live at Sam's Memorial Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. And we want to thank our sponsor for tonight's matchup again by Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2. The true Brownsville staple, serving the community for over 40 years. They're known for their warm, welcoming atmosphere and incredible homemade Mexican breakfast. It's more than just a meal. It's a place where the community comes together. If you haven't tried their breakfast yet, you're missing out. And the second half now about to go underway. La Joya, Palmview, the Lobos with the 1-0 lead over the Raiders. And they're waiting on the officials to make sure they're all set up and ready to go. Now they'll roll the clock and underway. Here we go. Lobos up 1-0. Raiders have 40 minutes to come up with an equalizer or a lead to come back and win. And as I mentioned pregame, the winner of this matchup will take on Leander Glenn in the regional semifinals. As that ball rolls out of bounds, the Lobos will throw it in quickly. Good turnaround there by number 11, Barbosa, but kicks it too far. Raiders get a chance for a throw-in now coming up. Now it's number 20, Isai Colunga for the Raiders. You'll find Castro here on the near side. Castro able to go around. Now goes up towards the middle. Good pass there on the near side. Finds number 5, Gracia. Flag is still down. Now the centers it. Header! Goal! Jose Cardenas with a goal. Forget the 40-minute time that they need. A minute and a half is all it took for the Raiders to score. Let's take a look at that replay. Good pass on the near side. A beautiful pass down the middle, and the header to seal the deal for Cárdenas. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are tied at 1 apiece. As many fans that were coming from the concession stand might have just missed that. But of course, if you're watching us here in the RSON, you can always enjoy it and rewind it as many times as you want. Meanwhile, Palmview right away now tied up, and the Raiders have now shifted the momentum back in their favor, as they should. And now the Raiders trying to force the ball in the middle again. They are not letting go of the gas pedal. Raiders now moving up towards the middle. They're going to try to go the far side, too far up ahead. Pass intended to 15, Gracia. As we take a look at that replay again on the right side of your screen. Beautiful header there on the corner shot. Able to connect for the goal. Meanwhile, Palmview Lobos trying to move up the ball. That's going to go out of bounds. And the Raiders now get a goal kick coming up. Correction, they're going to signal corner. Last touch by the Raiders. This is only the third corner kick, the second one for Palmview. And now Lobos looking to add or give themselves the lead yet again. Ball's going to sail up high. Nicely placed in there. Header easily picked up by the Raiders. Now the Raiders kick this one up high. Easily recovered by the Palmview Lobos. Now they'll pass it down to number 17, Briones. Briones elects to go back. Now they try to force it down the middle again to Barbosa. Barbosa goes back to the far end. I believe that's to number 16, Olmeda. And Olmeda will now feed it towards number 10, Garcia. And the Raiders come away with the ball. Now they're on the move. Good pass in the middle to Castro. Castro is going to go up forward towards the far side. Castro met up one-on-one. And a good steal there by number 11, Barbosa, for Palmview. And he kept it to himself, but it's going to roll out of bounds, and Raiders quickly to throw it in. Out of bounds again. Palmview now gets a chance to throw this one. Palmview with a high pass there. Easily recovered by the Raiders. And now the Raiders look to be on the move here. Heavily pressured by Palmview. Nice defense there, but Raiders better job with control here. Plenty of room in front, and they'll pass it up ahead, but Palmview has a chance to disrupt it. And the official says no foul. All ball, let's play on. Chest bump by the Raiders. Rolls towards the middle there, gives Palmview a chance to step up there. Palmview taking time here. That's number 11, Barbosa. And Raiders last ones to touch it. And that one's going to go out of bounds. And now the official will mark stoppage here to attend to the injured Raider. So with that being said, we'll step aside for the injury timeout. We'll be back here shortly on the RSON.
Athletics and distinguished fine arts. Success isn't just a goal, it's our tradition. The best choice for your child's journey is Brownsville ISD.
It seems like you'll do anything for your clients.
Anything.
Would you get a face tattoo?
What do you all think?
Looks good, boss.
Yeah, latte.
There's no place like Sherryland ISD returning students need to district work here, learn here, or tuition-based enrollment. Register now. Call 956-584-6408. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We're back in the RSON following the injury timeout. And another RGV soccer score update. Halftime, the Lady Cardinals of Harlingen High School have a 1-0 lead at the halftime. And the second half will be underway in just a bit for that matchup. Meanwhile, the time matchup here between La Joya Palmview and Brownsville Rivera. And they'll get a throw-in coming up for the Lobos. Ball is going to go out of bounds before that play can go on. Official has the flag up. And now the official will call it. Raiders will get a goal kick coming up. And what a great header there earlier from number 3, Cardenas, to give the Raiders some life here. And of course, the Palmview Lobos will look to counter. Let's see who can step it up for Palmview. And a short pass there, Raiders able to kick this one away. And it will be Castro who comes away with the possession here. Gets the ball taken away. Palmview Lobos now on the move. And Rivera able to kick this one high and away. Now foul's going to be called. Looks like it's going to be against Rivera. So Palmview will get a free kick coming up. And it will be the goalkeeper for La Joya, Reboloso, lining up for the free kick. Sails this one high. Try to pass it short. Raiders come away with the ball. And they'll pass it to the far side. Mismatched up top. And it will be Olmedo who heads it away. And now substitution coming up for Brownsville Rivera. Number 5 for the Raiders, Marco Gracia checking in. He'll send number 11, Christopher Medina, to the bench. And Palmview Lobos, great pass there in the middle there. Raiders able to disrupt the passing lane, and now they'll kick it up high to Castro. Palmview comes away with it. That's number 17, Briones. Finds the 11, Barbosa, now goes back. Barbosa back with control here. He'll pass it inside the box there. Now goes back out. It's number 9, Montalvo. Now they're in the box. Raiders able to kick it away. And a great defense from behind. Throw off Palmview just for a little bit. And now Rivera just kicks it out of bounds. Palmview Lobos with a throw-in coming up. And now holding call will be called against Palmview Lobos. Rivera will get a throw-in coming up. And the Raiders on the far side trying to make a move here. Let's see what they can come up with as Palmview Lobos now take control of possession. Barbosa decides to go to the far side, quickly disrupted by the Raiders. And now it's Castro in control. Castro sends it out far. That is legal, stays in play, and Palmview gets a touch on it. And they'll be able to kick it out of bounds. Great interruption there by number 4, Joel Martinez. Raiders moving quick here on the throw-in. And passing it to nobody in sight. And it's number 17, Briones, who's able to kick this one away. Shot attempt from a distance goes far out of bounds. Now there are 2 injuries on the field, both against La Joya Palmview. So they're going to have to go to another injury timeout. Commercial break. We'll be back on the RSL and sponsored by Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru.
We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate, call us now.
At Marine Military Academy, we educate those who dare to achieve. Those eager to control their future before it controls them. Those who can follow a path so they can eventually make their own. Those ready to join in order to stand out. Welcome to MMA, forging tomorrow's leaders.
And we are back in the RSL and following the short injury timeout. And now we're back to resumption of play as the Raiders have a goal kick now. Palmview comes away with possession. Palmview looking to attack there, but Raiders showing great defensive pressure there. Ball goes too far behind. They won't get it out in time, and the Raiders will get another goal kick. Pass intended to number 12, Giovanni Gonzalez. More score updates. Valley View still up 1-0 against Progreso. Under 30 minutes remaining on that matchup. Mac High Lady Bulldogs currently up 2-1 against Flower Bluff. And that game, I believe, has about under 10 minutes remaining. As the Raiders now have a chance to make a move here. Ball gets straight into the face of number 13, Longoria, still playing on. And Longoria elects to pass it back. And ball is going to go too far underneath. Colunga goes out of bounds. Palmview quick to throw it in. That was 23, Ramirez. Now a header towards the middle there. Barbosa nearly misses the contact. Now foul against Barbosa, and that's going to be a yellow card. And that's going to be the 3rd yellow card against the Palmview Lobos. And now the Raiders will get a free kick coming up. We also want to take this time to thank our sponsor for tonight's matchup, Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2, a true Brownsville staple serving the community for over 40 years. Breakfast made fresh every day. This is the spot to go for authentic Mexican food. Meanwhile, pass goes too far ahead. Palmview Lobos on the move here on the far side. Now trying to dribble it up towards the middle. And that's going to be number 9, Montalvo. Good pass there down the middle. Raiders able to kick this one high up. Surprised the goalkeeper didn't step up there. Out of bounds, goal kick coming up for the Raiders. And now a substitution will be made. And now Rivera can resume play here. Now they kick it away. Rivera has a chance to move up here, number 13. With a good move. Still continuing up there. Has a chance to score. Elects to pass it instead in the box. And Palmview comes away with it. Good step there by the Raiders. Try to pass in the middle. Nobody in sight. And it will be Revoloso able to step up there on the ball. And Palmview has a chance to go for a strike. No, too far to the right. Nearly connects for the goal. Just sails too far out. And now they'll kick this one away. Goal kick coming out for the Raiders again as we reach the 26-minute mark here. Another score update here. Under 10 minutes remaining in the second half. Brownsville Lopez, boys soccer, tied with Laredo Martin, 1 apiece. That game has about 9 minutes to go. We'll be keeping an eye on that one as well. Meanwhile, the Palmview Lobos trying to set up for an attack here. Rivera able to put up some pressure on defense. Kicks this one away. Officials letting this one play on. Gets tripped up there. I believe that's going to be last touch by Rivera. So the Lobos moving quick here, trying to pass it towards the end line here. Raiders get a step on it. Now they kick it away. Good touch there by the Raiders. Passing it to Castro. Now Castro sends it off. Raiders try to keep it moving, but Palmview comes away with the possession. Lobos still on the move now. Mismatch here, 3-on-2. Palmview's gonna look for a pass in the middle. Raiders easily kick it away. Nobody has sight of the ball. Palmview does now. Raiders able to disrupt and now kick this one away. And Palmview moving quickly here on the near side. Now finds 17, Briones. Briones trying to get towards the middle. Finds Vera, who had the goal earlier. Vera trying to create separation, now goes to the far side. Lobos now again in the box. Nice last second touch there by the Raiders. Corner kick coming up again for Palmview. And now the corner kick goes up in the air, header, and it's no good. Stopped by the goalkeeper for the Raiders. Raiders have a chance to move up the ball here. And another score update. Laredo Martin now up 2-1 against Brownsville Lopez. That one has about 8:22 to go in the second half. Raiders with a good step up on the ball there, now looking for some help. Official letting that one play on, no foul. Raiders trying to fight for the ball again for possession. Now they'll kick this one far away, nobody in sight. It's gonna go right into the hands of Revoloso. And now Palmview Lobos kick it away. Nobody makes the touch on the ball there. Easily received by Palmview. And now Rivera comes away. Castro with the ball. Castro gets tripped up. Official says no foul. And the Lobos quickly to move here on the far side. Rivera kicks it away. Palmview gets the throw-in. Official's going to stop the clock here. And because of the stoppage of time, Castro is going to have to be subbed out. They'll bring in 11 Carrillo, and I'm sure they'll just sub him back in a bit. Ball now goes up in the air, headed in by Lobos. Palmview nearly gets a connection there, blocked by Rivera. Second chance shot, too far to the right, out of bounds. Palmview Lobos wanted a handball in the box. They won't get it. Now Rivera's on the move. Send this one far. And too far. It'll be an easy pickup for Rebolloso and the Palmview Lobos. Another score update. Valley View now up 2-0 against Progreso. That one has about 22 minutes remaining in the second half. The Mac High Lady Bulldogs, under a minute remaining, still up 2-1. Could potentially come away with a victory there. And of course, now a tie game here between the Palmview Lobos and Brownsville Rivera. Ball sails up in the air, too far to the right. Brownsville Rivera gets a goal kick coming up, and they'll want to sub back in Castro. And now the Raiders will get the goal kick coming up. They'll sub out number 3, Jose Cardenas, who had the goal for the Raiders.
So a couple of scores to report today from our 5 schools playing in the second round of the playoffs. Our 6A boys action, our Brownsville Veterans Memorial boys defeated 1-0 today to advance to the third round.
Now the Raiders with a steal.
6A girls action, we brought this Brownsville Vets girls were victorious today 2-1.
Ball goes up in the air. Raiders have a chance to score here. Palmview is going to pass it back. And now the official blows the whistle. And the official trying to give clarification on the free kick. It's going to be Palmview Lobos going up really high there in the box. That's going to just miss on the left. That would have been a disastrous goal had that gone through. Raiders lining up for another goal kick coming up. Lopez kicks this one, or Rivera kicks this one far. Palmview still in the driver's seat there. Raiders now come away with a steal. Now they're moving quickly on the move. Plenty of room in front. Good pass there in the middle to Castro. Castro lobs it just too far up ahead. And a good block there by the Raiders. And now a pickup of the ball by the goalkeeper for Palmview. Raiders get a good touch there of the ball. Now they're going to move up towards the far side. Mismatched here, 5-on-3. Raiders passing it inside, one-on-one there. Gets picked up by the goalkeeper. Rebolloso with a good step up there for Palmview. Now foul will be called against Palmview. Rivera will get the free kick coming up. And while they get set up there, again, we want to give a big thank you to our sponsor tonight, Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2. Located right here in Brownsville. They're known for their warm, welcoming atmosphere. As another foul gets called against Palmview. And now we'll keep a close eye on Barbosa, who does have a yellow card. So if he gets another yellow, they're going to be one man short. Lopez now moving quick. Goes too far to the right. Easy pickup there by Rebolloso. And now Palmview going to the corner there. Might be too much, and it is. So Rivera going up for a goal kick. Now substitution being made for Rivera. Out comes number 11, Mateo Carrillo. In comes number 3, Jose Cardenas. So he'll check back in for the Raiders. Out of bounds it will go. Raiders moving quick here. Out of bounds. Palmview Lobos throwing in now. Now the goalkeeper kicks it away. Raiders now kick this one up. Palmview Lobos easy header going the other way. Raiders good step up there. Now they're on the move. And they'll pass it far behind, picked up by Palmview. Out of bounds it goes. Palmview Lobos trying to get a move here, going to the near side. Does have a man up there, number 12, Giovanni Gonzalez. Met up one-on-one here. And a good block there. That will be out of bounds. Rivera gets the throw in. Great defensive effort there for Brownsville. Rivera. Palmview Lobos with a good pass. Raiders able to kick it away. And a strong header there from the Lobos. Gives it right back to Rivera. Nobody in sight there. Rebolloso now steps up out of the box and will kick it away. Out of bounds that will go, and Brownsville Rivera will get a throw in coming up. And now the Raiders on the move here in the middle. Try to pass it up ahead, but good disruption there by 21, Vidal Villanueva for Palmview. Raiders quick to move their back in control. Last touch by Palmview, out it will go. The Raiders will get a throw in coming up. Coach Salvador Garcia wants a substitution. He'll get it. In comes 19, Sergio Hernandez. And he'll check in for number 13, Albert Longoria. Now a throw in for the Raiders. Good turnaround there. Pass in the middle. Just missed the player there, and the goalie just missed the touch. And Palmview Lobos able to get rid of it. Raiders back in control. Raiders now center it. Palmview Lobos able to get a header. Palmview kicks it away. That was number 21, Vidal Villanueva. Now they'll find 17, Briones. Briones sends it up ahead. Goes too far. Easy pickup there by the Rivera goalkeeper. And they'll keep it on the ground. Easy disruption there by Palmview. That's going to go out of bounds. So Rivera gets a throw in coming up. Centers it, nicely placed there. Raiders plenty of room in front. They're going to take it up. Missed. Nearly had a second chance. Great touch there by Palmview. Double teamed now. And now it's going to be Barbosa who comes away. Makes a great move there. Now they're moving up towards the middle there. Palmview going for a long distance shot attempt. Great pickup there by the Raider goalkeeper. And now they'll stop time here for an injury. And it will be from La Joya Palmview. So we'll step aside again for an injury timeout. We'll be back on the RSON.
100 years ago, in the heart of the Rio Grande Valley, a spark was born. From the first dreamers who stepped onto these grounds, Texas Southmost College has stood as a promise that determination can overcome any challenge. Join us as we honor our past, celebrate our present, and ignite the future together. Texas Southmost College, 100 years strong, and the next 100 begin with you.
Elevation, AT4, AT4X, Denali. Case closed. For your GMC, we're professional grade.
And we're back on the RSO, and La Joya Palmview Lobos kick this one away. And a header there away from the Raiders. I believe that was last touch by Palmview, and it is. So Brownsville Rivera will get the throw in. And a final score between Laredo Martin and Brownsville Lopez. Martin will come away with a 2-1 victory in boys soccer, so that will do it for Brownsville Lopez this season. Meanwhile, Brownsville Rivera, one of the last two remaining boys soccer teams in the playoffs. Brownsville veterans able to come away with a victory that was just announced here at Sam Stadium against Del Rio. I believe the score was 2-1. So they will be advancing into the regional semis. And if the Raiders can come away with a victory, they'll be the second boys soccer team advancing to the regional semis as well. And for girls soccer, the last remaining team in Brownsville is Veterans Memorial. They won in extra time. Raiders try to put that one through, just too far ahead. And an easy pickup for Rebolloso and Palmview. Ball's going to sail too far up high. Rivera will get a throw in. And they're going to waste no time here. And a good pass there on the far side. Wide open with plenty of room as he'll take it up himself. Shot attempt. Too far to the right, out of bounds. And the Raiders now lining up for a goal kick under 10 minutes remaining. As we adjust that clock for you. Other games that are being covered by the RSON. Valley View still up 2-0, 10 minutes remaining against Progreso. And then we have this matchup right now, tied at 1 apiece, still under 10. If it does tie, we do go into extra time. The Palmview Lobos now trying to move up from the far side into the middle. Double teamed by a pair of Raiders. Finds the open man in the middle, that's Barbosa. Barbosa creating separation, shot attempt blocked by his own teammate. Still in possession here, another block by the Raiders this time. Now Lobos in the corner. That's going to be out of bounds. Raiders with the throw-in coming up. Palmview fans wanted a foul there. Official's going to stop the clock for another injury. Looks like it's an injured Raider and a Lobo down. So 2 injuries, 1 from each side. We'll step aside again. Sponsored by Brownsville Coffee Shop. We're back on the RSON following the injury timeout. And Brownsville Rivera getting ready to throw it in at the corner on the far side. Again, the Raiders in the all-black jerseys with the white sleeves. The Palmview Lobos in the all-white jerseys. Raiders in the all-black. Palmview Lobos come away with possession. Now they go towards the middle. Good stutter steps, keeping it in control. Second chance, no good. Still back in control with the ball. Raiders kick it away. Now it's 23 for Palmview. Julio Ramirez who kicks it towards the middle. Now they send this one far in the middle. Good header there in the box. Raiders kick it away. And now it's 23, Julio Ramirez with the ball here on the near side. Now finds number 12, Gonzalez. Good pass towards the corner there. Now it's number 10, Hector Garcia. Good block there by Rivera will force the Lobos to throw this one in. Palmview, good job there, hesitating there on the step there. Pass is centered, open shot or open net, no good. And now foul against the Palmview Lobos. Raiders will get a free kick coming up, but now another injury. So he'll have to be subbed out. And again, a big thank you to Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2 for sponsoring tonight's matchup. Located right here in Brownsville, they're known for their warm, welcoming atmosphere and incredible homemade Mexican breakfast. It's more than just a meal, it's a place where the community comes together. And it looks like the injury is still taking place, so we'll step aside briefly again, and we'll be back shortly on the RSON.
I fell on a loose towel at the grocery store, and now they're saying it's my fault. Do you think you could help?
Of course I can help. You should be focused on feeling better.
Oh, thank you, Law Champ. Hey, do you think I can get a selfie?
Of course.
This is the island where adulting takes its own vacation. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
And we're back on the RSON following the injury timeout. And the Lady Cardinals now tied at 1 apiece. As it looks like, don't have an update Last update I got was 2 minutes ago, with them being tied at 1 apiece. And with 10 minutes remaining, it was the last update I got. Progreso now only down by 1 goal. They're still down 2-1 against Valley View, so the Tigers still with the lead here in boys soccer. And then, of course, this matchup here still tied at 1 apiece with 7 minutes remaining. Feel free to leave a comment on who you think will win. And, of course, both teams from Brownsville Veterans advancing to the regional semifinals, the boys and the girls. Lady Raiders from Brownsville Rivera played earlier today, lost to Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial 0-1 on a great second half performance by the Lady Raiders. Great season. Shout out to Coach Brashear and the Lady Raider squad. Meanwhile, the men trying to add another goal in this regulation to come away. And a good touch there, second chance for the Lobos. Took a bit too long there. That's going to go in! Goal! The Palmview Lobos capitalize on the second chance opportunity. And there it is. A second effort there by the Lobos. That was number 12, Giovanni Gonzalez, connecting for the goal there for the Palmview Lobos. Now we have 6.5 minutes remaining before the season comes to an end for Brownsville Rivera. And this will more than likely be a very physical game the rest of the way, as the official will stop time here, or stop play here, and it will be a throw-in for La Joya. The ball did go out of bounds. The Raiders get the throw-in. Correction there. As the clock continues to run, 5.5. Raiders on the far side, still on the move, trying to keep it in play here. Met up by a pair of Lobos. Foul will be called here. And the Raiders now in a little bit of urgency here, drop most of the defenders in the box for this free kick. The Palmview Lobos electing to build a 2-man wall here. Clock still ticks, 5:15 and going. And they'll build it near the edge of the line here. Raiders now send it up, blocked. Raiders trying to reset here for a second chance. Didn't like the view he had. Now cuts back around, goes in the middle. Official says no foul there. That's going to roll out of bounds. Raiders will get a throw-in coming up. And now here comes the heat. Raider fans hoping they can get one more opportunity. Shot blocked by the Lobos. Palmview now sends it away, one-on-one here. And it's going to be a pass up ahead. And now foul is going to be called. And that'll go against La Joya. They'll move the ball quickly. Long distance pass here. Flag is still down. Both players on the ground, quickly come back up. That's going to go out of bounds. And it will be a goal kick. Palmview have less than 4 minutes to hang on to this victory after the goal scored with 6.5 by Giovanni Gonzalez. Meanwhile, that pass is going to go too far. Palmview gets a throw-in. Ball's going to sail up high. Lobos get the header. Raiders lose possession there. Raiders going to pass it short. Now go up top. Headed away by Palmview. Raiders trying to kick it back up high. And again headed away from Palmview. That was number 4, Joel Martinez. Palmview now in control. Number 7, Daniel Vera, who had the first goal. Raiders kick this one up high, or Palmview kicks this one high. And they're going to start taking their time with control of the ball. With 2:44 and ticking. Out of bounds it will go, and now a goal kick coming up for Brownsville Rivera. Now the official's going to stop the clock here, and it's going to be a yellow card given against Palmview again. Not sure what the flag was for in this case. Might have been a delay of game, not sure. And now we'll resume play. Raiders finding as much space as they can here with 2.5 to go. Good steal there by Palmview. Goes right back to the Raiders as they get into the middle. And the Palmview Lobos with plenty of space in front. And Palmview is just going to be passing the ball around a lot to run some clock here. Under 2 minutes remaining to come away with this area round victory. Shot in the box. That's going to connect. Goal! The Lobos of Palmview with the dagger. And a great goal there by Palmview. Adds one more to extend the lead and gives Palmview the 3-1 lead. As many of the Raider fans now start to make their way to the exits. Still have 2 minutes remaining. As the Raiders now trying to move the ball. Swinging to the far side now. Raiders now move the ball up ahead. Flag is still down. Raiders have a chance to score. They'll pass it to the far side. Took too long on the shot attempt. Palmview gets a touch on it. Now they'll kick it away. Raiders back in control. Raiders make a step towards the middle. Shot attempt from a distance. Easily picked up by Revoloso. Now under a minute remaining. Palmview with 2 goals in under 7 minutes is the difference maker here tonight. Goalkeeper's going to sell this one really high up in the air. And Rivera will get a throw in coming up. .35 seconds and ticking. Palmview just going to start kicking it away to run some clock here. Raiders, I think, starting to accept the game as the way it is. .20 seconds remaining. And now the countdown begins for Palmview. And that is the game, ladies and gentlemen. The Lobos from La Joya Palmview come to Brownsville at Sam's Stadium and take the 3-1 victory over Brownsville Rivera. A great effort from both these teams. Raiders came out firing in the second half, scored in under 2 minutes to tie it up, and the game was tied the whole way up until 6.5 minutes remaining, where Giovanni Gonzalez connects for the goal, puts them up 2-1. Raiders started moving with some urgency. Because of the urgency, that lacked the defensive support a little bit, and Palmview able to capitalize to score for a third one to seal the deal. Again, shout out to Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2, proudly supporting local soccer tonight, known for their fresh tortillas, generous portions, and unbeatable prices. They've been keeping Brownsville Field for over 40 years. So next time you're craving a real home-style breakfast, you know where to go. And with tonight's loss, this will be the season finale for Brownsville Rivera. The Palmview Lobos will move on to take on Leander Glen in the region semifinals. Other final score, San Benito wins 1-0 against Buda Johnson. So they will be moving on to the regional semifinals for 6A Division I. They'll be taking on San Antonio Brandies or Austin Westlake. Of course, both Brownsville Veterans teams won. As previously mentioned, they'll both be moving on to the regional semifinals. The last update I got, Harlingen Lady Cardinals up 2-1 with 4:18 remaining. Have not gotten a confirmation of that being the final score. But what a great season Brownsville Rivera had. The runner-ups of District 32 5A. And a dominant season they played all season long. The RSON player of the game will go to number 12, Giovanni Gonzalez, on the second goal that basically made the separation there and evidently come away with the win, as the last two remaining teams in Brownsville ISD will be the boys and girls teams from Brownsville Veterans Memorial. So both those programs will be moving on to the regional semifinals. Other Valley teams advancing is the Mac High Lady Bulldog girls team, McAllen Memorial Lady Mustang team, the San Benito Greyhounds, the boys soccer team. Lady Cardinals not finalized yet, but currently winning. And a couple more out there. I want to thank everybody who tuned into tonight's stream. We want to thank you all for a great night of soccer. And again, a great shout or a special shout out to Brownsville Coffee Shop number 2 for